Hi, that's me. I'm me. And if you're wondering what I'm doing is I'm having a look. I can't even find it. I'm having a look back at Keith Lemon's Very Brilliant World Tour, which aired on ITV2 back in 2008. That's me when I used to have yellow hair and a tash. I looked like a Swedish porn star. This is me now that looks like an American wrestler or somebody from the Tiger King, but a very stylish version of. So this is the episode when I went to Japan. Japan was the first episode we filmed. It took 2 weeks to film. I was joined by Tamsin Alfway, who I'm sure back then I called Jasmine. I didn't know her that well, but I do now. It was an incredible experience going to Japan. I've been back since I filmed a television advert there. Really enjoyed it. I'm still in touch with our tour guide, Yujiro, who in this I called Glenn Medeiros. Actually, I think I met with him at the back end of last year. It was very nice to me. He said I'd not aged, but obviously I have. But there I am when I was young. And this is it. This is Japan. Enjoy. This is a spoof of Lost in Translation. Let's go big.
Just settling down to watch a bit of telly with a bowl of egg-fried rice. I could well be back in Leigh. But what if I tell you I was lost in conclusion? Just like that Bill Murray film, Lost in Transfusion. I'm in Tokyo, / Japan. I like that, innit?
My name's Keith Lemon, Businessman of the Year 93, inventor of the secure report. I'm about to embark on a very brilliant world tour, touring around the world, whilst my cousin Gary looks after me business. My next door neighbour Roy is filming the whole thing using a video camera and some tapes.
Why's my face scribbled out?
Shut up, Roy, I haven't finished voiceover. What is this programme? It's Keith Lemon's Very Brilliant World Tour. In this, the 5th chapter of my world tour, following my shark-shaped flight plan, I'm in Japan, situated on the shark's tail rudder. I'll be going all monkey magic, copping a feel of Juliette Lewis at the Fuji Festival, attending the Birdman rally, and serenading Jasmine Outwit.
When I first have a picture of Japan in my mind, I can only imagine what I've seen in Chinatown, London. To guide me around Japan, meet me hostess. His name, what's your name again?
Hello, Mr. Melon.
Lemon.
Lemon. My name's Yujiro Taniyama.
I'm going to call him Glenn, keep it simple, because I think he looks like Glenn Medeiros. Let's have a picture on screen. It's a bit an image, isn't it? Do you know Glenn Medeiros?
He's a singer.
Nothing's gonna change my love for you. If you wanna know how much I love you. That's him.
Brilliant.
Now stop being messing about and let's commence.
I hit it off with Glenn straight away. It reminded me of my best mate at school, Derek Tutiga. We went to a place called Amiyoko Market, and as we walked around looking at stuff and trying stuff, we educated each other on our different cultures and stuff.
What do you say if over here if someone's bang tidy?
What do you mean bang? You mean sexy?
Sexy.
Sexy in Japan, you say sekushi.
Sekushi.
Yeah.
Sekushi.
Sekushi.
So basically, all words are just same as English words.
Yeah, but
a bit wrong at end.
The food on offer was like something out of an Hammer House of Horror film.
I think a bit went in my eye then.
You like octopus?
I would never eat that.
Why not?
Because it looks like a monster.
But
It's like straight from Return of Jedi.
But
It's Jabba the Hutt's knob.
But luckily, there was something my simple Leeds palate could abide.
Doner kebab.
Yeah. You know kebab, right?
Yeah, I went out with a girl called Donna.
You had a girlfriend called Kebab?
No, called Donna. But
Donna?
she had a kebab that was a bit messed up. She was a bit messy.
Ah.
But in America, they can have it all trimmed up, so it's all nice, so there's not so many flaps.
The flaps.
Kebab desu yo.
What?
Oishii.
Meccha umai yo.
Hey! We're in Japan, and we're having a kebab, and everyone shout! Shout!
I was really really starting to like it here in Japan, and I think the people liked me. I didn't know what I was speaking about, but they laughed at every word I said.
Moto Kare or what, yeah?
I felt like Jim Davidson, rest his soul.
Moto Kare!
Is he dead or is he still alive?
Moto Kare, stop being messing about. Come on, bang one of them in for us. Get one of them in.
After the market, Glenn thought it'd be a good idea if we dressed up. He brought me to Harajuku, apparently the fashion mecca of Japan, but to me, it was no more than a concrete bridge full of nutters in fancy dress.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving. It's a choice for making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day. Just you and me.
Further up the street was this crazy cat. It was like an evil scientist had injected him with a cat serum and it had gone a bit wrong. He was now half man, half divvy. He looks like Tim Burton wearing a lady's earmuffs.
What are the moves he's doing?
どういう動きをされるんですか?
Are these cat moves?
これ猫の動き。
Oh, right.
Yes, it is cat moves, he said.
Right.
自分的に結構合っているかなという。
He feels that he's a natural born cat.
Right. But sometimes cats lick their own assholes, don't they?
Lick on assholes. たまに猫は猫同士のおしっこ。
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Although I put a brave face on, I was terrified of him and I couldn't get out of there quicker.
Ta-da! Bye. Meow.
Back in the safety of my hotel, whilst Roy the cameraman filmed an outside shot of my hotel and zoomed into somebody's room to make it look like it was my room, but it wasn't my room, it was somebody else's room, I filmed my video diary in my room, which was actually my room and not somebody else's room.
Hello, I'm having a great time if we're honest with you here in Japan. I've learnt some good words. I've learnt konnichiwa. I think that means are you alright, hello, stuff like that. I've learned arigato gozaimasu. That means thank you very much indeed. Food's a bit funny, they don't cook it, it's just totally raw and it's called shusuke. And maybe I'll grow to like it. I do like noodles, I'll tell you what though, my tan's coming on a right treat. Look at that, eh? Might as well be in Magaluf. See you in a minute.
The next day I met up with Glenn again.
Your Japanese is improving every day, sir.
Thanks very much. You don't need to call me sir.
And then, Mr. Lemon,
Call me boss.
a boss.
Yeah.
Okay, boss.
Boss. That's good.
Boss.
Glenn was one of the most respectful brown nosers I'd ever met, and I respected him for that. We decided to go shopping again. This time, we went technological shopping for technology.
You can burn your fat here at the vast choice of robotical horses that they've got. As you can see, they've even styled it like a proper saddle, like what you have on a horse. It's got stirrups here, and it's got handlebars here. Like I said, just like what a real horse has.
Do you want me to stop you?
It was a lot bloody harder to ride the thing than I first thought it would be.
Mr. Lemon, are you okay? Mr. Lemon.
It was even harder to get off the bloody thing.
Mr. Lemon, I'll stop.
Bloody thing.
Turn it off, will you?
Yeah, I just did, but I can't get your feet out.
This wobbly thing was a funny thing. Funny thing.
Roy, it'd be great, wouldn't it, to see Jordan on here with no clothes on. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it?
After 2.5 hours of techno shopping, or technopping, I came across a robotical dog. It was unlike anything I'd seen in past or in future. It was armour-plated. It was the most robustiest thing I'd ever seen. My brain cogs were ticking overtime. This would be a great apparatus to develop the minds of kids that have no minds. Dingbats, if you will. I shall call it Conan, after Conan from the film Conan, I thought to myself in my mind. So with me idea in my mind, I set off on the Japanic bullet train to the Fuji Rock Festival in search of top caliber names to help me promote Conan, more specifically to help me with the theme tune for the thing, for the advertisement of the thing. Are you with me? I thought you were. I found this in an electronical supermarket.
Interesting.
And basically, what I'm doing with it, I'm going to patent it, make it my own.
Paint it, yeah.
And sell it for charity.
Okay.
For imbalanced children. When they're imbalanced, they're very passionate. So when the parents will buy them a dog, a puppy dog, and they'll kill them with kindness, they'll crush them too hard when they're giving them a cuddle.
Yeah. I would buy this.
I'm going to sell, but we need a theme tune. So basically, the song goes something like this.
Little child, so tender and mild, but with the strength of an ox.
You are the real dog, but you crush him to death. Now he's buried in a box.
But don't worry, now you got a new friend. He barks and he begs.
There'll be no tears when you rip off his ears or break his tiny legs.
His tiny legs. 'Cause he's more better.
He's more better.
Me taller. What?
Metaler.
More indestructible.
More indestructible. Conan the artificial dog for overpassionate kids.
That kill the pets 'cause they're slow.
Batches sold completely more separately.
All
Let's have a
right.
kiss and a cuddle.
Kiss and a cuddle.
She was as mad as a bag of weasels, but as tidy as you like. And lucky for me, they all agreed to get involved. Job done. So far, the fifth sector of my very brilliant world tour here in Japan had started off with a good start. I'd had a kebab in the market, met a catman, fell off a robot horse, bought a robot dog, met Juliette Lewis, the Kaiser Chiefs and Mickey Mouse, and sung a duet with Bruce Lee's brother, Leigh.
We are the ones to make a brighter day, so let's not give in. So let's not give in.
And now me and my translator Glenn were on our way to see a big mountain. To be specific, the biggest mountain in Japan. It's not bad, is it? Roy, I think we should be on that bus. I say potato, you say potato. I say potato, you say potato. Potato, potato. Potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. I say tomato, you say tomato. I say banana, you say banana. I say banana, you say banana. Banana. After 4.5 hours of singing I say potato and you say the other, something told me that I was having more fun than Glenn. You said tomato. Well, I'll be honest with you, Glenn.
Yes, Mr. Lemon.
I can't see out me.
There's a saying in Japan, 日頃の行いが悪い. That means if you
Say that again.
日頃の行いが悪い.
Very
good. That if your behavior in daily life is not good, the weather will not be convenient for you. You know, so it's cloudy.
Well, it's not convenient for me right now because we've come all this way and I can't see out. It's just cloud.
No, but that's...
And I ain't paying 100 yen when I've already paid down at bottom. 100 yen to have a look through some binocular things. Move that out way, Joe. You've made the right pigs here, that shot. 100 yen. Get a good shot of that so you can put a graphic in. Because there's no but clouds, mate. Get in shot then.
Okay.
Idiot. And there.
Right.
Mount Fuji, the biggest mountain in Japan.
Right, 3,776 meters.
Everything he said.
I say potato. You say
Potato.
I say potato. You say
Potato.
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 We call all things off. I say potato.
Why will you shut up? You're doing me head and this is my song anyway. It was my very brilliant world tour, not Glenn's. We got back to Tokyo and I walked around town for a bit, you know, took in some sights and looked at some stuff. Then I decided to go back to my hotel room and film myself doing my fitness regime. Alright. Because the next day, I was going on a date with Jasmine Outwait from EastEnders, Red Hat and Hotel Babylonian. Bang tidy.
Thank you.
So are you setting Hotel Babylonian up out here?
No, it's called Hotel Babylon.
Yeah, is it a franchise or is it one of those boutique hotels?
No, it's not real. It's a television programme.
Yeah, no, a documentary, innit? Just like this is.
I was playing it thick.
What's that?
So she found me endearing before I hit her with yet another of one of me dog-skewed business charity things.
I'm setting up a new charity for autistic dogs. They've forgotten how to act like dogs, you know, manoeuvre and say woof woof and such. But by act they can paint. So we've had this calendar made. It's called the Dog's Pollocks.
Okay.
So paint sprats. So these are all by different dogs. Here's a picture here called the Joshua Tree, and that's by Gracie Oliver. And what we do, we just stick the paintbrush in the dog's mouth, mostly in the mouth, and let them go for it. None of the dogs are hurt, by the way. This one is by a dog called Shiloh. We just painted the dog's back blue and let him roll all over again. And by looking at it, we decided to call it Do the Right Thing. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I Would Never Live Here by Doris. She's a Chihuahua and they're accustomed to posh things, aren't they? So the dog is saying, I don't want to live somewhere where there's no shops, there's no boozer in there. But it's a very good drawing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So would you fancy doing some work for it? You just have to do some voiceover stuff and maybe have a nice photo.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to do that.
I explained the
Really?
procedures, and then we watched Boy George and his new band perform the new single, Bram Stoker's Dracula is No Friend of Mine. I could see that Jasmine was enchanted with me, so we took business to the next level, that being the upper level, where we sealed the deal with a kiss.
That was nice.
Cheers, kid.
Cheers.
Oh, she's lovely.
I don't like ice cubes.
It's true I don't, but I do like karaoke, and I'm very good at it.
I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body talk. Let me hear your body talk. Physical, physical.
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Oosh.
Oh yeah, I guess it's now. It's time that you. I guess now it's time that you came back for good.
I'd wooed her with me singing, she was like patty in my hands, so I suggested we go back to mine for the nightcap.
Well, this is me. Fancy coming in for a coffee?
Do you fancy coming in for the coffee? I didn't even have any coffee. She knew what I meant. I think. Well, I thought she knew what I meant. Maybe she was actually expecting some coffee.
Who's he?
Oh, that's right, cameraman. He wasn't in here when we were getting in because he was out there shooting that bit of us getting in. Now he's in here. Roy, this is Jasmine Outwait. Jasmine Outwait. Right, cameraman.
Nice to meet you, Jasmine.
Nice to meet you.
He's a big fan. Roy, what do you prefer? Red Hat or Hotel Babylonian?
Oh, Babylonian.
Babylonian.
Thanks.
What a minute.
After the night of exquisite lovemaking with Jasmine in a shoebox, with Roy the cameraman watching, I decided to get myself cleansed at a Buddhist temple thing. It was very authentic to say the least.
So what's this bit here, Glenn?
Oh, Mr. Lemon, this is called Hondo.
Hondo?
Yes, and it is the main place where the monks come here and worship, make prayers.
Yeah.
You know? And they will say the words of sutra.
Can you just repeat those words a bit slower for anyone at home that might want to become a Buddhist?
Well, I'm not a real Buddhist. So
Oh, they're not the right words then?
Yeah, I just try to
It's
make
something
sounds.
like that.
Exactly.
Okay. I used to be half, well, I still am a bit half Buddha myself.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, on my dad's side, he was a bit Buddha.
And that about sums it up. I was cleansed. The next morning I woke up with a newly found Japanese umph in me zest and started the day with a spot of jiu-jitsu, perfecting my crane move to perfection. Did a spot of kendo where I bashed in the heads of some young Paraguays, all before Glenn took me to the International Birdman Rally thing.
God, I'm sweating.
I was a bit relieved to see that 2 other people had got the wrong end of the stick. And would you know it, it only turned out to be Richard and Judy on the holidays, who had also thought it was about dressing up as birds rather than the creation of magnificent flying machines. Richard and Judy looked a bit jealous as Glenn managed to get me an interview with 2 of the pilots that were taking part so I could fatten me horizons about the whole thing. Here I am with the pilots, that's plural, 2 of them, for Team Birdman trial, and they've just flown. How far did they fly?
1 kilometer.
Did they do as well as they imagined or hoped?
想像してた以上の、
はい、ちょうどぐらいです。
Are people proud of them?
自分のことをすごい誇りに思いますか？
はい。
What have they got planned next?
次の予定は？
来年の今日に。
They're gonna try it again, the same thing next year.
When will they start on the machine?
そのマシンを作り始めるのはいつの予定ですか？
あ、10月ぐらいですね。
They're gonna start again in October.
And what will they do differently next year so they go a bit more further than that?
要するに来年は今年よりいい成績を残すために、
あ、たまに盗まれたり。
They want to make it lighter.
And I think we have fattened our horizons a little bit by talking to these 2 guys. I've got one more question. What is the opposite of jeans?
Jeans.
The interview was in the bag. This evident question was for my own amusement.
Jean.
I think it is a very difficult question for them.
Well, I'll tell you the answer. The answer is corduroy trousers.
Corduroy trousers っていうのが答えだ。
They're different fabrics.
Yes, yes.
Well, it's been great talking to you boys, and good luck next year. I hope you do even more better. Well, that was Japan, a metropolis of dancing Elvis, Britney Spears, and futuristic transportation, I immersed myself so much in its culture, I almost felt Japanese myself, except I can't speak Japanese. Next week on Keith Lemon's Very Brilliant World Tour, I go to Iceland snow-scabeling with Dermot O'Leary from Telly and ask him this question.
What about, Simon? Is it true or is it untrue? Don't know what that means.
So until next time, if I don't see you for a week, I'll see you through a window. Ta-da.
You found that special thing. You're flying without wings.
See ya. Or subscribe and whatever. I don't know what you say.